start down on the floor. I only have a set of smaller hand weights. We're mostly going to do biceps and triceps today. A little bit of reverse fly. We are starting, like I said, down on the floor. You're going to start with a long stretch from your fingers to your toes. We'll get everything moving that way. You're reaching all the way from your fingers to your toes. Feel free to arch your back, whatever feels good. We do take this off into a little banana stretch. That's when you stretch over on one side. You can take it over to the other side, stretching down this side. There's wherever you need to spend some extra time, spend it. Feel that long stretch. From here, we are bringing our knees into our chest. You can hold onto your knees, add little circles on your low back. Massage one direction, switch directions. Keep one knee into your chest, the other leg extends out. We're starting to open up through our hips. Press the heel down and away from you as you open up here. Take the leg across your midline. Here's your twist. It's your chance to open your chest. Feel the stretch in your back, your hip. Bring the leg back to center, clasp behind your thigh. We're going to add a press of the bottom of the foot to the ceiling. Add a little bend. Here's a little push and a bend. We're doing a few of these, get some movement, hips and knees, but also start waking up the hamstring. Keep this one up. There's your extension. Point your toes. Add some ankle circles. Ankle around one direction and now in the other direction. Bring both your knees into your chest. Here's your hug. We have the other side. Knee, opposite knee stays in. Other leg goes out. Extend. Here's the twist, knee comes across, open up, chest, shoulders, hip. Bring the leg back to center. Here comes holding on behind the thigh. We press the foot towards the ceiling. You bring it down. There's your push. And your bend, little push and bend. On this one, keep the leg up, point the toes, add your ankle circles in one direction, ankle circles in the other direction. Bring your foot down to the floor. We're going to take some bridges. Arms are by your side to start. We are going to lift your hips, take your bridge, feel the opening. Gently bring your hips back down. We'll do this a few times. Feel the lift of your hips. Little pause at the top. Release it down. If you want to add your arms with your hips, as your hips go up, your arms can reach overhead. And then you gently bring it down. We'll do 2 more of these. Take it at your pace, whatever feels good for you as you lift up. And bring it down. One more time, we'll take the lift up. Bring your hips down. Right here, we're going to lift our hips up one more time. Take your fingertips up towards the ceiling. This is our upper back twist. Hips are lifted and add your twist of your upper body off to one side. Bring it to center, and now you twist to the other side. Center. We'll do that again. You take your twist off to one side. Center. twist to the other side. Center. Release your hips down, keep your arms out, press the palms into the ceiling. We're going to stretch our wrists right here. And now you're going to take your fingertips away from you. You can add a little extra stretch if you want right there. Add your wrist circles, take your wrists around in one direction. Take your wrists around in the other direction. We're going to start going right into our core work here. Hands are going to come behind your head. Let your thumbs relax by your jaw. A little lift of your elbows. Half crunch. Take a little exhale, lift up, and gently bring it down. As you do this, think zip the core. We keep our hips still, and it's your little exhale, lift up, release down. Now we want to make sure we're using our core. Keep it a little bit smaller. Focus on lifting right below your rib cage. That's different than lifting with your shoulders and your neck. Exhale to get into the core. We'll do 4 more here. There's 4, 3, 2. Rest your upper body here. We're going to come into our marching. Our knee lifts here. Arms are by your side. You can lift one leg, take a little tap down, switch sides. You're always welcome to take it into both legs. Just make sure you're using your core. It's easy when we do these movements to use your hip flexors or your quadriceps rather than your core. On the next one, you can keep both your knees up. And we're coming back to crunches. Now to make sure you're getting the best core work here, check to make sure your shins are parallel to the floor. So if they drop down, you don't use your core nearly as much as when they're lifted. Hands are coming behind your head, and here comes your exhale and lift. Really stop. Here's your lift and your lower. Here's your lift and your lower. There's your exhale, release down, exhale, release. We'll do 4 more. Here's 4, 3, 2, hip rolls are next. Keep your upper body down, open your arms to the side, keep squeezing your thighs together. Roll off to one side. Once you get there, pause, reach the top hip forward, bring it to center, roll to the other side. Roll, pause, add a little reach, return to center. Roll to the side. Once you're there, stabilize. Let the hip go forward. Top hip goes forward a little bit. Return to center. You take it to the other side. Roll. Add your little reach of the top hip. Bring it to center. One more time each side. Hip roll. Little reach. Center. Here's the other side. Hip roll. Little reach. Return to center. Arms are by your side. This time we march our feet down. You would take either one or both at a time. Just make sure you are staying in your core. So we should feel that complete stability through the core as you tap the foot down. When you finish the next one, both your feet can go down. We're going into a bridge right here. Feet go down, Lift your hips, take a bridge. Use it as a stretch, but also use it to light up the glutes and hamstrings. Think tailbone shoots towards the back of your knees. You should feel your glutes lighting up. You should feel some work in your hamstrings right here. Hold a little bit longer. Now you release your hips down. We're going into some leg circles. One leg goes up. I like to keep my back leg bent. You're more than welcome to make it straight. Outward rotation. Zip the core, arms down, add your circles. And we're coming back to the stability. Everything is still except for this foot making a circle on the ceiling. And now you switch directions. When you finish this one, we switch legs. Bring the other leg up. Make sure you get that outward rotation first. Pull in the core. Add your circles when you're ready. Switch directions. Use your exhale. That's how you can get the circle a little bit bigger. Finish this one. Next move, we're going to bicycle. You can bring both your legs up here. Hands are coming behind your head. And then you're going to take your armpit across. Little pause. Bring it to center. Here's your shoulder blade off the mat. Pause. Center. Now our hips stay flat and level. It's just the lift of your shoulder blade off the mat. Exhale, lift, little pause, return to center. There's your exhale, lift, pause, return to center. Here's the switch. We'll do one more on each side. Lift your shoulder blade up, add your twist. Bring it to center. Here's the lift. Center. Bring yourself down. Take your feet down to the floor. We're going to do some hamstring bridge work here. Now, today when we do this, we're going to work on isometric strengthening. Feet are down. It is a half bridge. You don't need to lift your hips as high. Lift your hips about halfway, shoot the tailbone away, ground into one foot, lift the other foot just a little bit off the mat. Now we have just a little lift right here, and you're going to hold it. This is so you can start using your glutes, your hamstrings. And we just hang out here, hold it a little bit longer. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, set the foot down, reset your hips, level them out, press down into the other foot, and it's a little lift of the other leg. And then we just hold it. And this is a chance for you to work on your glutes and your hamstrings on one side. And we just hang out here. More of an isometric move, but it's strengthening. Keep holding it. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Foot comes down. Hips come down. Windshield wipers right here. Wherever that feels good for you. A little side to side release. We take the bottoms of the feet together. We are going into our butterfly bound angle crunches. Bottoms of the feet together. Hands behind your head. Add your crunch and your lift. Release it down. Crunch and lift. Release down. Exhale, lift. Release. Now, when you're ready, or if you choose, you could lift the lower body with the upper, little dual lift and lower if you choose. You don't have to though, just make sure you're staying stable through your back as you lift and lower. Finish this one, long stretch. Reach from your fingers to your toes. There is a lengthening, feel free to arch your back, get really long. We are going to roll up. When I roll up, I like my feet flex, thighs together. You could also bend your legs. When we get up, we're stretching. Chin to chest, bring yourself all the way up right here. Take a little chin to chest, round through your spine, make this feel good. We're coming into spinal twist. Take your feet out wide. Take your arms in front of you. Add a little twist to one side. Now, if you feel like you have to round through your back when you're sitting, bend your knees so you can sit a little taller. And then you add your twist to one side, twist to the other side. It's a twist, center, twist, center. One more time each side. Our next move is the saw. Feet can go a little wider, fingertips reach out. You add your twist. You take your peek at your back thumb, zip up your core, switch sides. It's a twist, it's a reach, it's a lift. And you can go at your pace. Just make sure, one, you're using your core to make the movement. Two, you use the core to keep your hips connected to the mat through the whole movement. If one of your hips lifts up, you need to engage your core a little more to keep your hips down. We'll take one more on each side. And when you finish this next one, bring yourself back to the center. We're going to roll down. We're going to do our chest flies, some triceps and some biceps lying down. Make sure your weights are nearby. Mine are by my head. Once you get down there, we'll start with our chest flies. You're going to take one weight in each hand. So these are little smaller muscle groups. I have a little smaller set of weights, but you're going to pick whatever size works for you. Chest flies. Arms are up, palms facing in, and then you open up to the side and you scoop them back up. It's an open and you scoop. When you get to the top, have your weights stop above your shoulders. That means our weights don't meet. And that is just to make sure we avoid using momentum. Makes the move a little more challenging. It's an open and a squeeze. You open and squeeze. We still want to keep our core engaged and avoid any movement through our back, our spine. All that stays stable. One more time. Both your arms stay upright here. We're doing one arm, front arm only. You're going to move just the front arm for 4. You have to work a little harder to stay centered. You're going to take one more on this side. And now you back arm can go. So there's the open. One arm at a time. And again, you have to work a little bit harder to keep yourself centered as you open the arm up. We'll do both of them together for your last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now today we're going to do some bicep curls in this laying down position. You're going to take your arms by your side. Palms are facing up. You still have the core engaged. We're going to take our bicep curls right here. It's going to feel a little different. We haven't done it this way before. Now we're focused on the front of the arm as you lift and release it down. Lift and release. We're doing 5 more. There's 5, 4, 3, 2. Once you finish this one, we'll do our triceps. That means you can bring your arms up. Palms will be facing in. I like a little lean back, little diagonal. Right here, core engaged, add the bend at your elbows, bring it straight up. Now we focus on keeping the shoulders completely still and only bending the elbow joint as we focus on the tricep. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring the weights down. You can set the weights off to the side. Give yourself a long stretch. We are going to meet on the front side. Now we're going to do some of our work on our front side. Give us a chance to work our back. We did some chest work. We did our biceps and triceps. Start with a Sphinx pose when you get there. This will be a chance. Release your back. Give yourself a nice stretch. Reaching out, lengthening. Top of the head to your toes. We're bringing this into our YWTNI. Bring yourself all the way down. Fingertips are going to go to the corners of the room. Reach your toes away. Add a little hover of the upper body. Here comes your W. Elbows slide back. Make a T. Fingertips go to the side. Here's your I. Fingertips reach towards your toes. Legs come up. Locust. Here is your cobra. Hands down, shoulders back. Give yourself your stretch. We're going to do this a few times. You would gently release yourself down. Here comes the Y when you get there. Feet stay down as you start. Here's your W. Slide your shoulder blades back. It's your T. I, as your fingers go to your toes. Legs can come up. Hold it here. Cobra, hands are by your rib cage, shoulders back. Bring yourself all the way up. And you can take a little look if you want, side to side. We will repeat that one more time. Lower yourself down. Y is first, feet down. W, T, I, the legs up. And now here's Cobra. Bring yourself all the way up. Take a little look, one side, the other side. Release yourself down. We are going into our swimming right here. That's fingertips out to the front. Gaze is towards your mat. Little lift of the legs, little hover of the arms, and then add your swimming motion. So think of it as a lift, lift. If your torso starts rocking side to side, pull in the core. Get yourself stable right here. Keep it going a little bit longer at whatever pace works for you. And now relax everything down. Forehead, cheek to the mat, little shake of your hips. We're pressing ourselves back into your child's pose. Here is your press back. Give yourself a little stretch wherever it feels good. Meet on your hands and knees. Take a cow cat. Let's get that movement through our spine. Drop the belly. Bring it up. Here's the drop. And the lift. We'll do one more here. And once you finish that one, we're gonna do some tricep kickbacks while we're here. We're gonna stay on all fours. You're going to grab your weights, whatever you use for triceps. Now, we're gonna stay in all fours, which means I'm gonna keep myself supported on my one weight. Set yourself up, the elbow comes up, and here comes your kickback. So now you're taking your kickback. There's your press and bend. Now, look towards the mat. That's to protect your neck. Elbow stops at 90. Think of knuckles are to the floor and then they lift up. Your shoulders stay stable. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring this side down, and now we take it to the other side. Here comes the lift of the other arm, and once it's there, press and bend. Press, bend. Extend and bend. Five more. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring it down. Give yourself a little stretch. We're gonna do biceps while we're kneeling yet. So stretch out, let your triceps relax. One weight in each hand. We're gonna do our biceps while we're here. Get your shoulders back, palms to the front. Add your bicep curl up and bring it down. There's your up and your down. There's your curl and lower, curl, lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And set your weights down right here. You can set them out of the way. We're bringing ourselves up to standing, whichever method you want to use to get up. Once you're up, we're going to start with a single-legged deadlift. First time through, I'm going to have my right foot. That means we're doing this more than once. I'm going to keep my back foot down. When I do my first set of single-legged deadlifts, it would be you're coming down, and you bring it up. Now, I said I'm keeping my foot down. If you want to lift it up each time, go for it. I will do that the next time through. This time, I want to just make sure I'm totally engaged through my hamstrings, my hips, and you bring it up. So you should feel some good work happening in the back of your front leg. We're doing 2 more on this side. We also want to feel that zip of the core. Let's do 1 more on this side. And you bring yourself up, and you're going to switch sides. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Here comes the other side. Again, I'm going to keep my back foot down. You're more than welcome to lift yours. Here's that hinge. So it's the same idea. You push your hip back, and then you bring it up. Here comes the hinge. Hips go back. Lots of work for the front leg. Back leg, soft, like a little bit of weight on it. If you keep it down, it can help with your balance. This is so we can focus on the strengthening part. But if you're choosing to lift it, go for it. We have 2 more to go. Here's one. Here comes two. Now remember, this is always going to be an option. You're going to bring yourself up. I say that because our next move, we're going to do a knee lift into that warrior three or the single-legged deadlift. If you want to put your foot down when you do that, go for it. Otherwise, right here, find your balance. I'm going to keep my hands airplane. Sometimes that helps with my balance more. Here comes a knee lift. So first get the knee lift. And then you're going to press back, single-legged deadlift, wherever you choose to take that today. Little pause when you're there. And then you bring the knee back up. Feel free to tap the foot down if you need to on the way up, or you keep it lifted. Here comes the press back. And now you bring it back up. We're going to do this one more time on this side. There's your knee lift. Here comes the press back. When you finish it, bring yourself all the way up. Feel free to shake it out, because what we did on that side, we have to do on the other side. Give yourself a little shake. Get yourself balanced, stand up tall. Here comes the knee lift when you're ready. Here comes the press back. Remember, toes can always go down if that works better for you. Now you bring yourself all the way up. There's the lift. Here comes the press back. Lengthen, top of the head, all the way to the heel if you're lifting the leg. Bring yourself back up. We have one more to do. There's your stand tall. And now you add push back. And bring yourself all the way up. Go ahead, shake it out right here. Give yourself a nice little shake. So we're going to do some more lower body. I'm going to add some more bicep curls in. We're going to toss in some reverse flies. I'm going to grab my set of weights. Now, weights are always optional because we're also doing lower body. This is going to be your crouch. So a crouch means right foot is to the front, left. It's not a lunge and it's not a squat. You're going to take bicep curls the first time through. So my palms are going to face the front. Your crouch is here. And then you bring yourself up halfway. It's a little down and up. 80% of the weight is in the front leg. You're pressing in the front heel. That is so you can feel hips, thighs working. So it's a small movement. Now, if it's in your knee joint, make sure you're pressing into your heel and make any little adjustments. We're doing 4 more. There's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now carefully, bring yourself all the way up. Shake it out. We're doing crouches on the other side. This time though, it's going to be your reverse fly, meaning we're going to take our arms out to the side. Set your feet up. There's your little crouch down. And here comes that little lift and bring it down. Lift and bring it down. Now you have to make sure your shoulders are down your spine so you're not lifting in your neck, your upper trap area. We want to lift. Think lift between your shoulder blades. There's 5, 4, your front leg should be working pretty good. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring yourself all the way up. Give yourself a little shake. We are going to do some lunges yet. Set one weight down. We're going to do 1 bicep curl as we take lunges. So 1 weight is all you need. Right foot is to the front, left foot is back. Now this is a lunge. Chest is lifted this time. And now you slide down with your bicep and you bring it up. Straight down, bring it up. Back knee bends, you press and bring it up. Down and up. 5 more on this side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring yourself all the way up. We switch sides. The other foot is to the front. Get your feet so you can get into balance. And then you add curl and lunge. Bring it up. Curl and lunge. Bring it up. Good chance to check. See if your core is engaged. See if you're adding a little squeeze of the back glute. That'll help keep your chest lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring yourself all the way up. Shake it out. You can set your weight down carefully out of the way. Give yourself a little shake. We are going to roll down to the floor. Once we get there, we're going into some planks. Heels under hips. Shoulders back. Bring your chin to your chest. Roll down. Once you get there, hands meet your mat. Now I'm going to use my knees as I set myself up in my plank. You're going to come into your plank, whatever method works for you. Shoulder blades back and down. Hold your plank. Because we did biceps, triceps, you got some shoulders. Sometimes you fatigue a little bit quicker. We are taking this into a side plank. Feel free to bring your knee down to the floor. Otherwise, you can set yourself up, stack yourself, and open up into your plank. We're going to hold it for about 5 more seconds here. Start bringing yourself back down into your plank. And then we set ourselves up. Right there is your plank. When you're ready, take it to the other side. There comes your over and your lift. Hold for about 5 more seconds here. Bring yourself back to the front. Go ahead, bring your knees down, take a child's pose. Little break right here. Stretching back. We're gonna plank one more time. This time though, when you come forward into your plank, it's a low plank. Check it out, see how it feels versus the higher plank. And you can always have your knees down. Now we're gonna also take this into our side plank. You can take one knee down and then open up to the side and take your plank here. I did set my knee down this time, but keep your feet stacked or staggered if that works better for you. And there's your 5, 4, 3, 2. Return to your low plank. Hold it there. And now we get ready to take it on the other side. Here comes your plank. And like I said, I'm on my knee on this one, but feel free, stack your feet, stagger your feet, whatever works for you. And here's your 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead, release yourself down. Give yourself a press back right here. We are going to meet on the side. We're going into some clamshells here. And then we're going to bridge. So we'll do clamshells, we're gonna bridge, clamshells and bridge. If you like to use a little pillow under your head when you do this, do that. If you wanna grab your weight today and you wanna add it when you do your clamshells, feel free to do that. Take it down near your knee. Get your knees stacked, and when you're ready, you open and close. There comes the open and close, open, close. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now go ahead, bring yourself on your backside. We're gonna do a bridge in between each set. Bring yourself on to your backside. Take your arms by your side, lift your hips up. There's your bridge. Once you're there, grounding to one foot, you're gonna take the toes up towards the ceiling. We're adding the reach. There's the reach of the leg. You bring it up. There's the reach and the lift. Reach, lift. 3 more. 3, 2, 1 more time. Now we bring this leg down. You take it to the other side. Reset your hips. Ground into the other foot. Leg goes up. Add your slide to the front. Your slide up. There's front and lift. 4, 3, 2, 1 more time. And bring this foot down. Let your hips come down. Take some windshield wipers. Little release for your back. We have our clamshell to do on the other side yet. However you want to get to the other side, I'm going to flip this way so I can see you. If you're choosing to use your weight, make sure you keep your weight nearby as you set yourself up. Knees stacked. That means one right on top of the other. And then you add the lift and the lower. There's your up and your down. Lift, lower. There's 5, 4, 3, 2. Finish this one. You can set the weight to the side. Bring yourself on your back one more time. We're coming into a bridge. One more time, arms by your side, feet are flat, lift your hips. Give yourself a stretch, but also strengthen through the glutes. Bring your hips back down to the floor. Now take your legs in a figure 4. Little chance to stretch, but also hand behind your head. We're gonna take it across right here. Take your armpit across and bring it down. There's the lift and the lower. Here's your lift and your lower. So try to keep your hips level and think about lifting your shoulder blade off the mat each time. Here's your 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna switch sides. You're gonna rest that side, bring the foot down, take the ankle over on the other side. Hand is coming behind, and here we go. We take our lift and your lower. Shoulder blade comes up, release it down. Shoulder blade goes up, release it down. We have 3 to go. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Upper body relaxes. Arms come by your side. Both your feet go up. We're going to do our corkscrew. That's heels together, toes are pointed, and then you add circle around, big or small in one direction. Wherever that works for you, because we have both legs, you might keep it a little bit smaller. And then we switch, take it in the opposite direction. Now keep both your toes up towards the ceiling, arms stay down, drop one leg at a time. Take a little leg drop, 1, and then you bring it up, switch sides. And it can be a small drop, it can be a big drop. I want you to check in, make sure your core is still zipping up as you drop one side then the other. One more time on each side. When you finish this one, let's do both our legs together. We'll only do 4. There's your little drop down and bring it up. Here's your drop down, bring it up, 2 more. One more time here. When you finish this one, bring your knees to your chest, give yourself a happy baby. Little bottoms of the feet towards the ceiling. Let the tailbone relax down, add some side to side. There's your chance. Release your back, massage your back. Bring it back to center. You're gonna bring one knee in, just like we did earlier in the workout, the warm up. You're gonna stretch right here. We'll hold it a little bit longer. Press the heel down, get a big opening through your hip here as you hug the knee in. Start bringing your bottom leg up. We're going right into a figure 4. Here comes ankle over. And then you can start lifting the leg. Here comes the stretch. Try to keep your hips level. Try not to arch your back. You can give yourself a big stretch here wherever it works best for you. Foot is coming down to the floor. Arms are opening to the side. We're adding twists in both directions. Bottom of the foot goes towards the floor. Once it connects, feel free to make adjustments with your knee that you want to get the best stretch you can. You might like the knee dropped down. You might like the knee lifted up. We bring the leg back to center, and now we twist in the other direction, meaning the knee is going to come down, and you add the twist in the opposite direction. Bring your legs back to center. Both your knees come into your chest. We have the other side to go. That would be hugging the opposite knee in. Leg goes up. Press the heel away and down. Get a little deeper stretch when you press your calf into the mat. Here's your figure 4. You're going to take the ankle over. Arms can open to the side. Whoops, I forgot this part. This is the good part. Start bringing the bottom of the foot down. If you had it lifted, arms can open. Here it comes. Bottom of the foot towards the floor, it's your twist. And then once you're there, maybe you drop the knee. Maybe you lift the knee. I like to go back and forth. We would then bring the leg back up so we can take the twist in the other direction. Knee comes down. Make any adjustments that feel good for you as you take the stretch. Bring your legs back to center. One more time, take your happy baby, that's knees towards your chest, towards your armpits. Bottoms of the feet go up, make this feel good. It's our last time here. We're going to get ready to bring ourselves into a seated position. However you want to get up, bring yourself up. We'll stretch our hamstrings. Once we are up and seated, that is legs going out in front, toes towards the ceiling. Grab your mat, your rug, and then pull yourself forward. Pull your chest forward. Get a good stretch in the backside. Bring yourself all the way up. Here comes a cross. Top leg is going to cross over. I want to be able to stretch a little bit more down the outer hip, outer thigh. Pull the knee in, sit up really tall. Add your twist here. Bring yourself to the front. We switch sides. This leg goes out. The other leg comes in. There's the hug. As you sit tall, add your twist. Bring yourself back to the front. Open your legs up wide. We're taking the V right here. It's a chance to stretch inner thighs a little. Lean forward if you want it. If you grab the mat and pull yourself forward. Try to keep your knees up towards the ceiling. You might need to bend your legs a little to get that. Walk your hands over to the right side. Add a little extra stretch over your right leg. Walk your hands over to the left side. Bring your hands back to center, a little forward stretch wherever it feels good. Bring yourself up, bottoms of the feet come together. This is going to be your butterfly bound angle. If you want to add a lean forward, go for it. Sometimes it feels great, sometimes not so much. You're going to pick where this stretch works for you today. Start bringing yourself all the way up. You can bring your legs in. We're going to stretch out our upper body. We'll get the biceps and triceps. I'm going to have a seat on my block. I'm actually going to kneel today. You can pick whatever comfortable seated position works for you. We'll start by taking the hand behind, shoulder stretch, chest stretch. Get your chin level, keep the chin level, and drop the ear. Lift the head, relax this side, and now you take it to the other side. Arm comes behind, chin is level, ear drops. Lift the head, bring the hand down. Next stretch real quick, look over your right shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. Look to the front, drop your chin to your chest. Let the string pull your chin up towards the ceiling, get a little taller, lengthen. Look to the front, take a big shoulder roll. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Take both your arms up right here. Sweep them up, tricep stretch. Drop the right hand behind your head. Lift the elbow towards the ceiling. Fingertips reach up, and now you drop the left hand and take this stretch. Fingertips reach up, open your arms to the side, drop your thumbs to the floor, shoulders back and down, and now sweep back. We're trying to get the best stretch we can for our biceps. Not an easy muscle group to stretch. Bring your arms back to the side, and now take the right arm across the front. Shoulder drops. Now we did reverse flies, but this is a chance to stretch your tricep, your shoulder one more time. Open the arms up, and now you take the left arm across. Open your arms up. We are going to take a big hug. Hug, right arm on the bottom. Let your elbows drop down, drop your chin. Give yourself a stretch here. Lift your head, open your arms. Here comes the other side. Left arm is on the bottom. There's your hug. Elbows relax down, chin drops down. Lift your head, open your arms. We're taking a big side stretch. Take the right arm, sweep it all the way up. Lengthen down the right side of your body. Can you get a little longer? Bring the right arm down, take the left arm up. Both your arms reach up right here. Twist to the right. Keep sitting up tall. Take your twist off to the right. Fingertips reach up, and now we take the twist to the left. Bring your fingertips up. Take your hands behind your head. Open up your elbows. Give yourself a big stretch through your chest. Level up the chin. Big stretch one more time. Hands come down, clasp them behind your back. Big stretch here. Open the chest. Relax the arms. Take some shoulder rolls. Get your shoulders up, back, and down. Here comes the inhale. Take a big inhale, reach up. Exhale, you blow it out 2 more times. It is your inhale. Bring it up. Exhale, blow it out. Now, one more time. Here comes your inhale. Here's your exhale.